Okay, may hapon, no? So this is our Valentine's edition. We have a methods of integration, still a transformation of trigonometric functions. This time we have a different kind of functions which are being paired. We have a powers of tangent with secant, cotangent, and cosecant. So, kinahanglan, paris-parison. Ang paris sa tangent, secant. Ang paris sa cotangent is cosecant. Ang paris sa sine is a cosine. So, they are actually grouped for the same reason as sine and cosine. The reason, of course, for sine and cosine, because one can be a differential of the other. So, with your tangent and secant, cotangent, and a cosecant. So, paris-paris ni sila. Mura og Valentino og Valentina, no? Mga soulmate ni siya. So, in our general form, we have tangent and secant. Now, tangent is raised to power m, secant is raised to power n. The cofunctions of this are also cotangent and a cosecant with power of m and n. Just try to recall that the differential of tangent is secant squared. That is why we can always pair a tangent with secant or secant with a tangent. Secant with a tangent because the differential of secant is involving a product of secant u, tangent u du. So, basta tan, sec. Okay, without pares, no? And if we have a differential of a cotangent, it is a square, a negative of the square of a cosecant u du as its differential. And the differential of a cosecant u is equal to a negative of the product of a cosecant u, cotangent u, du. So, muna atong paris-parison. Parison na to ang sa secant og tangent, cosecant og cotangent. In order to use, for us, possibly we can arrive with a form where the power rule of integration can be applied. Because if we consider a given which is involving a tangent, and that tangent is paired with its own differential which is secant squared. Good that your angle is just x, no? And if that is x, so the differential of your angle is dx. So if I have to consider my base, the tangent x being my u, so du is equal to the square of secant x dx. So there is u to power 2/3 and there is a du. So I can make use of a power rule where your u is tangent, whose power is now increased by 1. So 2/3 plus 1 or 2/2, then that becomes what value? Or 2/3. So you will be adding not 2/2 but 3/3. Is that right? So it can be 5/3 over 5/3. So to give your answer, you can have the reciprocal of your divisor as a constant coefficient. So you can just write directly 3/5 multiplied with the tangent of x raised to power of 5/3 plus c as our answer. So this is the form where we are expecting to arrive when we transform. Especially when what is present is a secant squared together with the tangent x. But that is not the only consideration as we solve. So we have three groups, sir, considered, or three cases in order to solve or to integrate a product of tangent and secant, cotangent and cosecant raised to a power m and n respectively. Case 1, in our general form, or a form considered which is the integral of tangent raised to power m multiplied with the secant raised to power n dx. Your u is a differentiable function in x. So first that we are going to consider is that the secant here has a power which is a positive even integer in order to have a relations of tangent with its own differential which is secant squared. The power of secant must be a positive even integer 4, which can be 4 or greater. It must be greater than 2 because if that is 2 exactly, then we notice nga we don't need to transform just like her. So, tangent can be any power. So, pwede nga y tangent, basta what is important is that there is a secant squared that exists or a secant to power n where n is a positive even integer. Okay? So, this is how we're going to work when the secant is raised to power n, and n is a positive even integer. We will be removing a secant squared out from the secant to power n. That means you will be reducing the power of secant by 2 because you are factoring out a secant squared. And take note that the secant squared is a differential of a tangent. So dapat, in order to use a power rule where the secant squared u, du, will be used as a differential, then dapat all functions within the parentheses must be made all tangent because secant squared is a differential of a tangent function here. Now, so, this must be expressed in terms of powers of tangent. And how to do that? So, we can use a transformation formula that if ever there is still a secant squared which may exist there, so that secant squared can be replaced with 1 plus tangent squared, and this is a Pythagorean identity para everything here will be expressed in terms of power of tangent. In minus 2 remains to be even. That is why there is always a secant squared to exist in this expression which can be transformed to 1 plus tangent squared. So here is a specific example na ang kinagamyan nga power sa secant here must be made 4. Because if it is 2 exactly, then we don't need to transform. No? So, mas dali imong trabaho. So, if that is 4 or greater, then transformation must be applied. So, the given, the secant here is raised to the 4th power. The exponent of tangent, if I have the square root of tangent in the denominator side, it means that the tangent is raised to a power of 1/2 in the denominator. If I'm going to bring that up as a factor of the numerator side, then that is tangent raised to a power of negative 1/2. So I have to start with the transformation. I'll be removing a secant squared out from the secant to the 4th power. So, mag-factor tayo ng secant squared. So that secant squared, as we know, is a differential of tangent. That is why if you look at the expression within the group, obviously, there is a factor here which is not tangent yet. So, this must be transformed to tangent in order to use the secant squared being part of its differential. Or in order to use the secant squared being a differential of a tangent function here. Secant squared must be transformed with what identity? Secant squared is equal to 1 plus tangent squared. So, 1 plus tangent squared or the tangent here, originally part of the given, will be distributed. I have a tangent to a power of negative 1/2 plus tangent with a power, their sum, no? Because you are multiplying, so 2 must be added with a negative 1/2. So, I have 3 halves, and if my u is tangent, because this is u form and this is our n, so if our u is tangent, so with this, then this is our n in the secant term, the du is the secant squared. It means that all the terms involve a secant squared. So, there is a u to power n du form. So, increase the power by 1, divide with n plus 1, no? Okay, so we have 1/2 as power of tangent, then that's divided with 1/2. If you are dividing with fractions, so the constant coefficient of which can be taken directly as its reciprocal, 2 times the tangent of 1/2. That is added by 1. So, this becomes 5 halves, correct? Because that's originally 3 halves. So, 5 halves over 5 halves, or you can have 2/5 tangent raised to power 5 halves. So, plus c because this is indefinite. This is your answer to contain a fractional power. Sometimes, your answer may be written as this. Because there is a common factor between the terms which is tangent, that tangent function can be removed. You have to consider the least value of its power. If I have 1/2 and 5 halves, my least power is 1/2. Now, constant coefficient, in the numerator side, I have 2. I also have 2 here. This is 2 over 1. So, I can factor out also 2. In the denominator side, if there are several fractional terms, then you must consider the least common denominator. If I have 1 and 5, my LCD is only 5. So, the constant to be removed is 2/5. Now, in order to produce this factor, then you have to divide the original term with the common factor being removed. So, it must be free from tangent raised to power 1/2 because that is exactly the same. Arilanta sa constant. 2 divided by 2/5. That is equal to 5. So put your 5 as a first term in the secant factor plus. This is 2/5 exactly. It means that the constant coefficient here must be made 1 na. 1 na? Or you may not indicate when it is 1. So it is tangent to power 5/2 divided by tangent raised to power of 1/2. So if you divide with tangent of power 1/2, then that means the exponent of tangent here is the difference of 5/2 and 1/2. So 5/2 minus 1/2, that is 4/2, or that is tangent squared. This is your answer, or you can also express in terms of radical form. We have 2/5 square root of tangent x multiplied with 5 plus the square of tangent x plus c. Okay, so that is your answer. In case number 2, if our first consideration is the secant function, in number 2 or case number 2, you will be looking for the power of tangent. The power of tangent must be add under this case. So, positive add integer while n can be any number. If we say it can be any number, it means it may be possible that the secant may not exist. Just like here, if we are considering the power of secant to be a positive even integer and the power of tangent can be even number, so this case still applicable even if tangent will not exist. Tangent will not exist if the power of tangent is 0. And 0 is a number. Okay? So dire, this can be any number and this can be a positive odd integer. That's the condition that is followed in case number 2. Okay. What are we going to do to transform? The odd power of tangent must be made even by factoring out a tangent function out from this. So, tangent, if intended to become a DO, will not exist as a differential because if we have to check the differential of functions ganina, especially the differential of secant, the differential of secant is involving secant and tangent. So, madamay ang secant. You will be reducing the power of tangent by 1. You will also be reducing the power of secant by 1. You do it this way. So, reduce the power of tangent by 1 together with the secant function. Because kine, this is preferably to be used as a DO of what function? Secant. The m minus 1 originally add maning atong m. So, if you have to decrease by 1, then this is now becoming an even number. And it's good because if that is even, then there must really be a tangent squared. Because if this is a differential of secant, then everything here must be made secant. And if there is a tangent function left, that tangent function will be converted to secant function using this identity. 1 plus tangent squared is equal to secant squared. Thus, the tangent squared can be changed to a difference of square of secant minus 1. So, mo ni atong gitawag og transformation formula. Okay, let us try to apply. In number 2, our given is tangent raised to the 5th power. Okay na kay na, nga naman. This is a positive odd integer. If you will be looking for secant here, secant does not appear because secant has a power of 0. But still, this is covered under case number 2. In case number 2, this is what we're going to do. We will be removing what factor? It must be tangent to make the power of tangent be even, correct? But tangent cannot stand alone as a differential without secant. That is why there is also a secant 2x together with the tangent 2x being associated. So, this is intended to become a differential of what function? It is a secant function. Now, originally, we don't have a secant or we have a secant raised to power 0. If I'm subtracting this by 1, the power here is also subtracted by 1. So, it is 0 minus 1. So, that is why the power here comes out to be minus 1. By the way, we did not put the exponent negative 1 here as usual. Because if this is placed there, then that can be misunderstood being an arc functions or arc secant. So if the power of the trigo function is a negative, so you can put that negative power outside. Okay? So I'll be expanding this. I'll be replacing my tangent squared. So what is the replacement of tangent squared? I'll be replacing that with the square of secant minus 1. So this is the substitution made. So, this is replaced with the square of secant minus 1 for the tangent squared. Then this is to the fourth power, so there must be a power outside. So I have to expand, and later the expression the expression within the group will be distributed, will be multiplied ato ang secant to a power of minus 1. Expanding this and distribute. The first term is secant to the fourth power. It comes out to be 3 because the secant to a power 2x is already, as secant 2x to a power of minus 1 is already distributed. So originally 4, it becomes cube. The middle term is twice their product. So this is originally secant squared, but it becomes secant to a power of 1 because of this being distributed. The last term is 1. So 1 times this is, okay, so this is the effect of distributing the secant to a power of minus 1. Now, we will be expecting that the terms here are terms in powers of secant. That is true. It has a power 3, it has a power 1, and it has a power of minus 1. To use a power rule. But the power rule is only applicable for the first two terms. But it's not applicable with the last term because the last term has a power of minus 1. So you can consider the du over u form. Or if not, I may have the first and two terms be grouped with a common differential of secant 2x tangent 2x. And this one is also multiplied. If that's multiplied, so I can eliminate my secant, I can have the integral of tangent. Anyway, tangent is integrable. So, checking with my u du form, in my first term, if I have to use the power rule, so the entire base will serve as our u. Powers are 3 and 1. Okay? So, my u is secant 2x, my du is a secant 2x tangent 2x times 2 dx. So, there is a lacking factor of 2. So, kanang imong to will be inserted later and neutralized with 1/2. Here, we have the integral of a tangent u. So, this must be du, supposed to be. So, if my u is 2x, my du is 2 dx. So, showing the insertion of the lacking constant factor, the lacking constant here is 2. It is inserted, so I can have 1/2 placed outside, okay, as a neutralizing factor. Same with this. I'm inserting 2. I neutralize with its reciprocal of 1/2. Power rule is applied. This becomes 4 over 4. So, my first term is 1 over 8. Is that correct? That's 1 over 8 secant to the fourth power. My second term, if I'm going to distribute my 1/2 to 2, then the coefficient of secant 2x is already 1. But if you increase the power from 1 to 2 and divide it with 2, so my secant term is a negative. Okay, so 1/2, correct? Then secant, or a square of a secant function, then plus 1/2 is from this, and this is from the formula, the integral of a tangent u du is equal to ln of secant 2x plus c. Or you can have a negative 1/2 ln of cosine. But if these are all secant, then I think it's good also to use or express your answer in terms of secant. Now, I cannot simplify this anymore because my terms are not all secant with power. This is logarithmic and this is secant. Now, so you may leave your answer as that. Now, case 3 is like this. Case 3 is m. Where is m? M is referred to as the power of tangent or a power of cotangent. So, this is applicable to cotangent also. The power here must be either positive, odd, or even integer. And n must be 0. So, if this is 0, it means only the tangent function will appear, will exist in our given. So, tangent to any positive, odd, or even integer. Cotangent raised to power, which is odd or even, positive, odd, or even integer. Now, take note, the tangent can be associated with the secant squared to make it integrable under a power rule. So, what are we going to do here is to produce a secant squared out from the tangent function itself. Okay, so this is how to do that. I'll be removing a tangent squared out from the tangent to power m. So, meaning, the power originally m will be decreased by 2 in order to define that there is a factor of tangent squared right here. Okay, now, If this is tangent squared, this tangent squared will be changed to a secant squared. Secant squared minus 1 in order to allow the tangent be associated with its own differential. In a factor of tangent squared, which is this one, the formula applicable is to replace it with secant squared u minus 1. Okay? This is to allow having a term with tangent be paired with its own differential, which is secant squared. The transformation is repeatedly done until all are possible to integrate. Okay, so let us try to follow. Originally, I have tangent to power 5. Okay, by the way, this is an example in number 2. And this can also be solved using case 3. Now, in case 3, I'll be reducing the power of tangent to 3 because I'm removing a tangent squared here. This function is the one which will produce the secant squared by having a formula applied or a transformation formula which is the Pythagorean identity. So, if that's distributed, no, malipay ang tangent nga naman, nakita niya ang soulmate. No? So, asa man karon, we have tangent cube with a secant square. This is already integrable. The secant term is still the integral of a tangent cube. So, there is still a tangent function where power is now reduced to 3. So here, I have to remove another tangent squared and replace with a secant squared minus 1. Okay, so there is tangent to x multiplied with the tangent of tangent squared. So the tangent squared is again replaced with. Now, the terms ganina where there is already a tangent and secant squared, so that is already integrable. With u as a tangent to x, the du is to secant squared. So I'm now inserting to neutralize with 1/2. So, fourth power over 4. So, 4 with 2. That is why the integral of this is 1/8 tangent to the fourth power. Here, again, I can distribute this. That is to allow the tangent be paired with a secant squared. Distributing tangent to minus 1. So, this is the result. Tangent to x, the square of secant to x is again, manginahanglan kag 2. Dere. And neutralize with 1/2. Here, this is tangent u. So, my u is only 2x. My du is to dx. Okay? So, complete the integration process. Inserting 2 and balance and neutralize with 1/2. Okay? So, that is what we did with the terms. And I can apply the power rule. So, this becomes 2 as power. Divide by 2. So, 1/8 minus 1/4 tangent squared. Then, plus. Formula for tangent is 1/2 ln of secant u plus c. So that's how to follow case 1 to 3 when it comes to tangent and secant. Let's try to work with more example. I have the integral of a dx over sine to a power of 6. No? Now, if this is retained as a sine function, sine will be having a power which is minus 6. That's not integrable even in the 3 cases presented. Because what is important in sine function, the power there must be, doon na yun sa add exponent. Okay? So, kung ma-even man, it must be a positive even integer power. No? So, kine, I have to consider another identity. What is 1 over sine by identity? By identity, that is cosecant. So, our given can be written in terms of a cosecant function. So, that is cosecant to power 6. The angle is x over 4, correct? Now, if this is cosecant, so just consider in your mind that you are working with a secant function. If this happens to be a secant raised to power 6, then what case is being followed? 1, 2, or 3? Take note, secant raised to even power of 6. If that is an even exponent, then what we did, in case number 1, we try to factor out a secant squared. So we will be factoring out also a square of a cosecant. So this is really case number 1, correct? So, cosecant squared is removed out from the cosecant to power 6. So this becomes cosecant to the fourth power. The cosecant squared can be changed with 1 plus cotangent squared through identity. No? So, take note, 1 plus cotangent squared, theta, is equivalent to a cosecant squared of the same angle theta. My angle is x over 4. Okay? So this is in square because this is secant, cosecant to the fourth power. So I need to expand this. Okay, my simplification will be made on expression with end bracket. So this will with, now for terms, be expressed in terms of cotangent, if any, in order to use this as a differential of a cotangent. My expanded form is 1 plus 2 cotangent squared plus cotangent to the fourth power. My angle is x over 4. Okay. Now, it should be all terms must be cotangent raised to a power in order to use this as a DO. But my first term is not. This is a pure constant. So, there is a different formula to be used in my first term. I'm going to distribute this, and in my second and third term, I have to take this with a power rule of integration nga akong i-follow. Okay, so my first term is the integral of, okay, I'm distributing this one, the square of cosecant. Okay, then plus, I copy the terms. Okay, then if these are all cotangent with power 2, cotangent with the fourth power, so this can be close to its differential. Now, may U and a DU form. Okay, let us try to verify before we do completely the integration. My first term, the square of a cosecant u. This must be du, but my du is 1/4 of a dx because this is 1/4 of x. So it is 1/4 dx, so this is lacking with 1/4 and maybe neutralized with 4. Here, this is power rule being used, so my u is the entire base because this is u, this is our n, correct? So my u is the cotangent of x over 4. What is the du of a cotangent? Diba? It is negative the square of a cosecant u, which is x over 4. Then, the derivative of x over 4 is 1/4. Then, multiply that with the dx. So, both terms are lacking with 1/4. The other one needs a negative 1/4. I'm inserting 1/4 here, correct? And neutralize with reciprocal 4. I am inserting 1/4 together with a negative. So, it's negative 1/4 which is inserted. So, my neutralizing factor is a negative 4. So, rule for the cosecant squared u du, what's the rule? It is a negative cotangent multiplied to 4. So, it's negative 4 cotangent of x over 4. Okay? Here. This is having a product of it when you distribute, correct? Negative 8. 3 is due to increasing my power from 2 to 3. This becomes 3 over 3, so that is 8 over 3. Here, I have a negative 4, correct? So, negative 4, 5 is due to the increased power of a cotangent from 4 to 5 over 5. So, I have a negative 4 over 5 as my answer. They are all cotangent term, so pwede ka mag-simplify by removing a common factor. Cotangent is common. The lowest power is 1. So, this is my common factor. With respect to constant, I have 4, 8, and 4. And the numerator, this is 4 over 1. So, my common factor is 4. I'm removing 4. The denominator will be taken from 3 and 5, their LCD, including 1. So, 1, 3, and 5, the LCD, the least common denominator is 15. Common in the numerator is 4, so it should be over the LCD. All negative, I can include the negative so that the term here must be made positive. Okay? So, this is my common factor. Now, to produce this, so you divide 4 divided by 4 over 15. What is 4 divided by 4 over 15? That will give you 15. It's free from a cotangent because this is exactly cotangent of x over 4. So, it's only a constant term in my first term. Actually, gikan dire. The cotangent cube becomes square because of this being removed. How about your constant? Minus 8 over 3 divided by 4 over 15. That will give you a result which is 10. Positive 10. How to do that? Again, I have to repeat. 8 divided by 3 from the original divided by the common factor, constant factor here being removed. The result of which is 10. And last, I have 4 over 5 divided by 4 over 15. The result of that is 3. Cotangent to the fifth power becomes fourth power. Fifth power becomes fourth power because I am removing a cotangent with a power 1. So that is how to give your answer. Number 5. I have a cotangent raised to the fourth power. If we have to look at the three cases, no? If that is raised to the fourth power, what is case number 1? Case number 1 actually considers the power of secant or the power of cosecant to be a positive even integer. So this is not really case 1. Case 2, power of tangent must be add. So this is not correct. So this cannot be case 2. Case 3, power of tangent must be positive add or even. So power of cotangent is an even exponent of 4. So this is case 3. So case 3 is being modified as this. We will be removing a tangent squared. So we will be removing a cotangent squared under case 3. And out from the factor being removed, I have to produce my cosecant squared. What is the identity applicable or which can be used as a transformation formula? The 1 plus cotangent squared is equal to cosecant squared. So if that is cotangent squared, then that can be, okay, so take note, cosecant squared, cosecant squared subtracted by 1 is your cotangent squared. Actually, this is the identity that we are working with. 1 plus the square of cotangent is equal to the square of cosecant. So if the cotangent squared, no, if we will be looking for its replacement, then out from this equation, then 1 is transposed. So that is why we have this. Okay? I'm now replacing my square of cotangent. So square of cotangent becomes cosecant squared x. So this is to be distributed in order that the cotangent will be paired with its own differential, which is involving a square of a cosecant. And I have another cotangent squared. Okay, so this is my resulting expression. So cotangent squared and the cosecant squared, mapahiyumon nga naman. Nakita na niya ihang kapares, no? So ang walay pares, unsa may mahitabo, magklase og integral calculus, no? Okay, so nera. Ang secant term nga wa pa mapares o sa itong buhaton, no? So ari dire. So you can have this be replaced by again the same transformation formula so that everything can be made integrable. What is my u? My u is the cotangent x. The du is a negative cosecant squared, correct? So this is lacking with a negative 1. Outside there must be a negative 1. What is my u here? It's only x. So the du is dx. Okay na, that's also integrable. So this is okay for integration. So kanilay kuwang og gamay. Okay, I'm inserting the negative 1 as a factor here. So I'm neutralizing with a negative 1 also. Apply the rule. Power rule. Cube over 3. So there is negative 1/3, correct? Okay. Then second term. Formula. It is a negative cotangent is the integral of a cosecant squared u du. So if that's negative and this also a negative term, that is why the term becomes out to be positive cotangent. Plus x then plus c. Okay? So that's how to solve your number 5. And here is the last, na? If you will be looking on our given, you might be tempted to have this be work under case number 1. Because no, nagpaibog ning dako kayo. O sa may imong maibgan ka ng dako karon, ay yung kaibog ining dako karon, no? Kaya nga naman, anak gani kas dako karon na magmahay ka, no? So, nira, 14 ra ba no? Mura yung Valentine's Day. Now, ingin this is a positive even integer. So if this is a positive even integer, then this is probably very close to case 1. But, okay, here is a notation. It looks like case 1. So sa ato ba, di yun case 1. But it is not good to apply case number 1. Na? It looks like case 1, but it is not good to apply. Why? If you consider the power of cotangent x being equal to 1, the power of cotangent x when it is add, you have to start with 3 to transform. So if that is 1, then you don't need to transform anymore, but you simply have to use case 2, but we only need to rearrange our factor. Okay? So, following case 2. In case 2, we will be removing cotangent. Let's remove. And cosecant will be affected. Okay, nara. If cotangent is removed, so meaning there is no cotangent anymore here. And it is paired with cosecant, so I have to reduce the cosecant. So I'm not going to follow case 1 because if the exponent is too large, no, then you need to expand your binomial. Correct? But if you have to work with this is very simple to work with, no? So, this is now our U and this is our N. And this may be our DU. Pero what is our U? Basig ma-excited na kag maayo, no? Kagita ka, uy, kamubo, niya, dako, og, unsa, points makuha, no? Bitaw niya, ra? No? Ay, nagmubo, dako, no? Kaganina sa ito, dako to, niya, nagkalisod ka, no? So, we have our U. And we have a cosecant x, correct? As our angle. This is our function, no? Our u is equal to cosecant x. What's the dio? Klaruhan, sir. Okay. Na, hapit na kumuhuman, ha? Okay, it's a negative cosecant x cotangent x. So, which means, this is clocking with a negative 1. We can always insert. And we can neutralize. So, this is u to power. If this is taken as u, so this is n. U to power 13. And this is my du. So, I can arrive with the answer, which is negative 1 over 14. And the cosecant will be raised to a power 14 plus c as your answer. No? So, karon di ay Valentine's Day, karon di ay kung mag-solve ka, no? Ayag pailad ining mga dagko kayo, no? Pizza 14 baro, no? Because you have other cases to consider, no? So makita nimo kung kini imong gi-transform, posible masakto ka because na may case number 1 nga magamit, but it will take time to expand because removing a cosecant squared here, so mabinlan kag cosecant to a power 12. So in order to have your cosecant squared, then outside there must be a power 6. So your binomial, the cotangent squared minus 1. 1 plus cotangent squared will be expanded to a power of 6 before you can integrate. Now, so for now, no? So there is actually this is the last in the powers of trigonometric functions, no? Wherein we group them into different cases, no?